Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners publish to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. We're doing a series of spotlights on remarkable people and experts from across the country and in your town. Joining me on this segment is Dr. Diana Rangaves. She's the founder of DianaRangaves.com and clinicalconsultantservices.com. Dr. Diana, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Dr. Diana, tell us a little bit about your work and specifically the types of folks that you help.
I am a content and ghostwriter, and I help companies and individuals create content assets for their websites, create books, establish them in the marketplace as a subject matter expert and thought leader.
So are you specializing in the clinical field? What type of professionals are you helping in this case?
I help all kinds of professionals. The clinical part is I also do audits and services for clinics in my area. That's required by the State Board of California. But my primary focus is on writing and creating content, books, white papers, thought leadership articles, and helping my colleagues get them published in various medias. And so I have clients ranging from hospitals to businesses to recruiting companies and just across the gamut. I also have individual consultants. I also have coaches and hypnotic therapists. So it kind of keeps me active and interested in learning lots of different things.
For some folks that aren't totally aware of the benefits, what are some of the benefits of having a white paper or books published or content published? What's the biggest benefit and why should they focus on having that now?
It gets your name out there and basically creates visibility. You're seeding the marketing environment, you're seeding the internet with your name, and it establishes your reputation as a subject matter expert. It also will attract clients when they're ready. The rule of thumb is they come and touch something that you've put out 11 times before they'll come and contact you. So what I do is create those kind of assets for you to market, put the link up on your website so people can download it in exchange for an email address. You start building up your email and direct mail platforms. In addition, it can go on Amazon so that you can start getting more information as far as a published writer.
What are some of the biggest challenges that people face when they come out and reach out to you? What do they have trouble with in getting started? Like
Their
what's their
time.
biggest challenge? Yeah.
Their time. So what I do is my biggest benefit to you as a consumer and as a business person is I free up your time. So I take that piece and in exchange for money, basically, you are free to earn more money doing what you do best, which is running your business. And I send out a discovery form, we do an outline together, and then I go with it and create the documents for you. You obviously have a say in it and you can revise it, but it's your time. So your time is better spent closing deals, securing more clients while I do the back work. And I can be invisible. That's what a ghostwriter does. Your name goes on the byline. Or if some people like the credentials that I bring and they say it fits my industry. And so sometimes we do a co-share. But it depends on the client. It really does. And as a clinical pharmacist, I'm very aware with HIPAA. So your secret is safe with me.
Fascinating. So, as you mentioned, people are time strapped, and that must be like one of the biggest like procrastination reasons or excuses that you hear. What other things hold people back from getting started in doing this? And what kind of myths and misconceptions have you heard people have that stop them from even starting with this content?
It's fascinating. You go through your feed on LinkedIn and you see all this, but the next one is fear of failure. And there is no fear here because I'm here to guide you. And yes, you'll have to pick up the baton every so often, but that's the next one, fear of failure. And following that, it's, well, I don't know how to write. Well, that's why you hire someone who does. You know how to do your job best. I know how to write, and I can bring your story from your heart to my pen down into the computer.
Dr. Diana, I know you have a lot of a wide background and a lot of experience. Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to get started in helping people specifically with content and ghostwriting. How'd you get started?
Well, I've been on the planet for a while. So my first career was as a clinical pharmacist. I'm still a licensed pharmacist. And then I segued to a college professor for 15 years and then continued writing, but then started founding my companies about a decade ago. And as a pharmacist, you help people. I mean, they ask you for advice on different pharmacologicals. Students come to you, ask you to check their papers. So it was just a natural progression to help the business community, my community in general, small businesses that are struggling right now, that or people who want to go to the next, take their business to the next level so they can establish their reputation. And so that's why I do it. It's fun for me. I can see the transformation in the people that I work with. Their confidence goes up. They have more information they can put on their websites. And also, I encourage repurposing your content. So we may do an article, and that article will lead to 14 days worth of content for you to post on LinkedIn. So it's not a one-time deal. You actually will get a higher return on your investment when you look at doing content marketing in a strategic, common sense way.
Sage advice. Dr. Diana, is there anything, before I ask you my last question, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you regarding ghostwriting or content creation that you feel is important to share?
Yes, each of us has a message, and it's important that when you're ready, you get that message out. And try not to let fear and apathy and anger and all these other things hold you back. Because once you bust through those, you will find things blossoming for you. And just mute the fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real, and it's there to try to stop us and slow us down. And just keep repeating, false evidence is appearing real, and you will get through the barrier.
I love that. Dr. Diana, for folks on the call and listening to us in my audience that would like to learn more, how can they find you and connect with you?
Well, it's dianarangaves.com is my website. My email is dianarangaves@gmail.com. And my cell number is 707-494-2696. That number again, 707-494-2696. And I'm on Pacific Standard Time. I'm in California, so just be respectful of the time difference.
Terrific. Dr. Rangaves, I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
And likewise to you as well.
Dr. Diana Rangaves, founder of DianaRangaves.com and ClinicalConsultantServices.com. This segment's been brought to you by BooksGrowBusiness.com. It's the place where busy entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners publish to grow their businesses and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for tuning in.